Here are for some more blue-black teachings. Yes, I'll be on the play. I think this hand's fine. We have some tapped mana, some untapped mana. I think my issue is I've been keeping hands with too much mana. But this has some, life gain. Also, not keeping the abrupt... well, my opponent had a Dispel, so there was no getting rid of the Affinity. My deck of choice. In that case, let's go ahead and play an island and leave up our counter spells, because turn 2, I believe, is the turn my deck likes to go off. I call it my deck. It is a good one. Perilous Research. I do not think that is something I have to be a lot concerned about. Yeah, I draw 3 cards, but no longer have the mana to play the affinity for Frogmites or Reinforcers. Ponder or Preordain. My opponent has to discard as well. Okay, that's pretty good against affinity. Let's do this. Don't think I really need either of these. So let's just put them both on the bottom. I do like drawing Gurmag Angler. Let's play Deemer Aqueduct. Bounce our island. And ship the turn. Taking down my defenses for a second. My opponent still doesn't have anything, not even an ATOG. So let's see here. Blue, black, blue. So if I play the island, I can keep up 2 counterspells. I do like that. 2 counterspells, the Echoing Decay. Just trying to set up a position here where I can grind out this deck. Affinity, if he's playing less threats, like maybe I can grind him out. Yeah, Mirror Enforcer is going to get mana leaked. That's one of the threats I have to worry about. And also I'm interested in feeding my Gurmag Angler. And I do not have enough to flashback my Think Twice. There's another Angler. I think I want to play this so I can counterspell and Think Twice. Getting close to the Angler, and Affinity has a hard time being the Angler. That's why I started playing the Rusted Relics. And this one is going to get actual counterspelled. So I assume my opponent just drew that, or he would have tried to play it last turn as well. Trying to get a green to go for the Carapace Forger, yeah. I knew I was going to think of it eventually. And a Thoughtcast. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead and think twice. Do I want to think twice, actually? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I do. Taking away some Gurmag food, but grabbing that. Let's do the Evolving Wilds. Get a swamp. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this worked out perfectly then, because I might have still the mana for Counterspell. So yeah, drawing the Evolving Wilds was perfect there. I can block it if my opponent tries to Galvanic Blast. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, my opponent does nothing. Victim of Night, not bad. I think I would rather try and kill this and save the Victim of Night for ATOG. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So next turn I can play another Angler. Although I suppose I do have a counterspell for the ATOG. But in this sort of racing situation, I just think I'm content to sit back for now. Yeah, that's fine. Swing 2 at me, or 4 at me. Think twice, I like being able to draw me some cards. And I think I am going to hold back here. Prophetic Prism. It's good. Draw, plays another land. Plays another Carapace Forger. I think I have to counterspell that. And, yeah, I think I'll just take 4 here. I don't want to use my only removal spell to get rid of this when my opponent can still play an ATOG. Now let's think twice. Let's think twice again. Radiant Fountain. And Island. Let's go ahead and play the Fountain. Gain some life. Swing for 5. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So now I can play this and hold up the Victim of Night and the Echoing Decay. My opponent Galvanic Blasts me. Okay. Another Galvanic Blast on me. If my opponent has 2 more Galvanic Blasts, I'm going to be sad. Wow. Just can't respond to that? Yeah, I guess not. Well, that sucks. We were pretty much in the driver's seat that whole game. I should have gotten rid of that earlier, I suppose. Oh, well. Them's the punches. So Dispel, good against that. Basically, I want all this removal. I think Evan-Car's Justice is actually not that good. Whispers of the Muse, underperforming. I'm probably going to end up cutting it. Yeah, I think I could have won that game. Probably don't need the Pristine Talismans. And we'll cut I think twice. I would like to be on the play. This hand is fine. It's got some removal, it's got some counters. Let's keep it. Let's go and get a swamp. And pass the turn. Yeah, there's we got a lot of removal in this hand, so I do like that. Vault of Whispers, Springleaf Drum. Let's play an island. Yeah. Double Galvanic Blast into the Fling. Not great. I think I would rather Chainer's Edict this card than counter it. But I can Mana Leak that. So let's Chainer's Edict that away. Deemer Aqueduct. Return our swamp and ship turn. Another Frogmite. No big deal. We have another Diabolic Edict. Or we have a Diabolic Edict, I suppose. Opponent draws some cards off Thoughtcast. Your Enforcer. So next turn I'm going to Edict and Doomblade. So for that I will need my Swamp. Yeah. So next turn I can think twice. I'm kind of running out of cards too, though, so that's not great. My opponent is a little stuck on mana, though. Oh, he cracked the Chromatic Start of Thoughtcast. Pretty good. Teachings, I like that. Let's go ahead and gain some life. Ship the turn. Opponent draws a Dark Steel and plays it for a Mirror Enforcer, okay. And then a Carapace Forger. So 4 mana. What are we grabbing here? I suppose Diabolic Edict, which I wish I could cast, but I cannot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I cannot do both. We'll go ahead and gain some life. Edict my opponent. Draw a card. Dismal Backwater, okay. Good news is next turn we can flash back Chainer's Edict. The bad news is I don't think I'm playing this deck very well. Preordains, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How much does Chainer's Edict cost? 7. So I would need to tap out, but probably worth it. Ship the turn. Hopefully drawing up my opponent here. Affinity does have a ton of card draw, though. And I will say I did win against both of the Blue-Black Teachings decks I played against at my local store, so there's that. But that's another Teachings, and that's another matter entirely. Yeah, now I do want to do all this. Gurmag, I want both of these, so top. Oh, well, I guess I'm going to Teachings for that Teachings, but whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, black. I can think twice on that other Teachings, which might be for the best. My opponent cannot play an ATOG off this board, so I do like that. Yeah, let's just draw the other Teachings. Oh, 3. And we have access to all the Teachings in the world. I think I still am going to scry, though. Ooh. Let's see, top. 1, 2, 3, Seagate Oracle. And then I can still Teachings at the end of my opponent's turn here. Put in hand, put on bottom. So yeah, now I have all the Teachings, which is good. So because I no longer need to tutor for Teachings, I can just tutor for actual spells I need. Swing for 5. Alright, this game's going a little better. Can still lose. obviously. There are still lots of ways for Finny to win. Most of them involve my opponent drawing either a creature or a red source, though. Doesn't look like he's done either again. So what do I want to tutor for here? I guess capsize. I can just bounce my opponent's stuff every turn? Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Let's grab another island. Attack my opponent for 6. Do I have the capsize lock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have my opponent on a capsize lock here. Unless he has a dispel, which would not be fun for me. Well, that's a start. Cracking for a red. Yeah. I can just go and tutor a removal spell, so that'd be nice. Okay, so that went a lot more according to plan. So that was good. Do I want this other Echoing Decay? Like, I could see a situation where I use both Echoing Decays on one. Like, my opponent has like 2 Mirror Enforcers out. That's not bad. Yeah, let's try out the additional Echoing Decay. Let's see how that goes. My cat is investigating the new deck. Hoof. Let's see. A little slow, but does have the Preordain, so I do like it. Alright, that's not the best opener. Prefer Springleaf Drum. Let's go ahead and Preordain. Hopefully getting into a black source. Well, let's put this on the bottom, put this on the top, and just draw that, because I would prefer it to be an untapped black source, but can't have everything. And I also need another blue source, so that might not have been the best. Carapace Forger is good. Now I really need the untapped black. Another Dismal Backwater is what I get instead. Yeah, let's just go ahead and... We're going to take 4 here, but I can at least leave up this spell. And then hopefully my opponent doesn't play Frogmite or something, so I can Edict this. Not doing anything? That would be ideal for me. Playing another Chromatic Star is fine. If this is Frogmite though, then I might be... Okay, Thought Cast. So now my opponent cannot play Frogmite anymore. Now they can, but they do not have it. Radiant Fountain. We need colored mana though, so let's go ahead and snag another blue. I have enough black for now, so now I can counter something, or I can Edict this if my opponent tries to play Frogmite. So I do like that. I suppose now would be a good time to Edict. And if my opponent has a fling, he can just fling this at me, but whatever. So Edict acting kind of like a fog there, but still not bad. He's another one though, so that is not great. And an Atog. Okay. So now what do I need to do? I feel like I need all the land I have. So let's play Radiant Fountain. Let's play Seagate Oracle, looking for removal spells. Instead we get Gurmag Angler and Mystical Teachings, which are both cards I like. Let's keep the Angler and bin the Teachings. So we're not dead to Fling because of the Dispel. Unless my opponent has Pyroblast. But I do need to block the Atog this turn. And just kind of hope I draw a Doomblade or something. Yeah, draw a card, get rid of my guy. That's good. That's not. Guess now we want to go get a swamp. We can play Gurmag Angler. Don't need any of these. So now if we block the ATOG, my opponent has to sacrifice 2 things, but I think, let's see. If I don't block the ATOG, I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. So I basically have to keep blocking the ATOG until I draw something. And I think next turn with the teachings, I'll be able to do that. Draw a kill spell. Basically, I need 1 more land, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I need 1 more land to get rid of this ATOG and leave up the Dispel for Fling if my opponent has it. I guess I could block the Carapace Forger here, take my lumps from the ATOG, and then I still have the counterspell if my opponent doesn't have anything. If my opponent tries to, Galvanic Blast me or something. Let's see, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now the ATOG attack is lethal. I have to block the ATOG. Unfortunate, but true. So sack the Chromatic Star, draw a card, and then sack maybe a Tree of Tails. And I can also never tap out now because of Fling. Yeah, this is not a good spot. ATOG is a very hard card to get rid of. That's why I like to play that deck. Oh, sacrificing. That's not what I expected him to sacrifice, but okay. Another Dispel is not what I needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if I don't do anything, my opponent just gets me. So I'm going to have to think twice. Yeah, there's the land. Of course it comes in tapped. Yeah, I cannot win this game.